Some of your resolutions fail because they were never yours. They weren't yours. They were someone else's. You set goals based on pressure, based on what someone said to you, what your parents are saying, what your spouse is saying, what your friends are saying. You base it on comparison, on what looks impressive. That's what you base it on. You base it on what you are feeling or what you are thinking. But real success is alignment. Alignment with your value, alignment with your belief, alignment with your purpose, alignment with your season. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to You Are You Unapologetically, the podcast where we talk about real life, real growth, and real alignment. I'm your host, Dr. Kim R. Grimes. Today, we're diving into a topic that shows up like clockwork every single year. Right around this time, January. Yes. And it's this: why your New Year's resolution fails. Why your New Year resolution failed. The mindset shift for real success. That's what we're talking about today. Because let me tell you something. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. Most people don't fail because they're clueless or because they want to. No, most people fail because they're using the wrong mindset, the wrong mindset strategy, the wrong definition of success. And if you ever started a year feeling motivated, feeling excited, feeling ready, and then mid-January, you are already off track. If that is you, this episode is for you. That's it. Does any of what I'm saying sound familiar? Does it? You said, this is my year. You said, I'm done playing small. You said, I'm going to be consistent this time. And then life happens. Life happens. Work get heavy. You get busy. You get tired. You miss a day or you miss a week. And then you tell yourself, I've already messed up. I'm just going to start next month. Is that you? If it is, listen, you are not alone and you are not broken by any means. So today, we're going to talk about why resolutions fail, what's really going on underneath the surface, and how to make one mindset shift that changes everything. Did I say everything? Because your resolutions are not just cute little goals. They're connected to your peace. They are connected to your confidence, your purpose. They are connected to your self-trust. I need you to hear me today because I'm coming correct. Every time you set a goal and you abandon it, it does something to your self-image. It does. You start to believe, I can't follow through. I don't have discipline. I'm not consistent. I'm always stopping and starting or starting and stopping. And over time, you stop trusting yourself. And that is why this matters. That is why this topic is so important. This is not just about losing weight, saving money, starting a business, reading more books, whatever your resolution is. This is about learning how to become the kind of person who keeps promises. And more importantly, you keep promises to yourself. Go ahead and let that sit in. Because real success is not about hype in January. Real success is about identity and following through in February, March, April, when nobody's clapping for you. In May, June, July, or August, when nobody wants to acknowledge you for you in September through December. Here's the truth. Most New Year's resolutions fail because they are built on emotions, not alignment. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said? Okay, I'll say it again. Most New Year's resolutions fail because they are built on emotions and not alignment. I'm quite sure you got it that time. I'm quite sure. Here's my point. You set a goal because you feel inspired. You set a goal because you feel guilty. You set goals because you're comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. But you didn't build a system. You didn't change your environment. You did not shift your identity. You didn't prepare for resistance. You didn't. And then when motivation disappears, because motivation always disappears, you have nothing left holding that goal up, and the goal falls flat. I need you to be present to this moment right now, because I want you to hear what I'm about to say. Motivation is a feeling. That's why I said emotion. Discipline is a decision. Let me repeat that again. Motivation is a feeling and discipline is a decision, while alignment is a lifestyle. So the question is not, why do my resolutions always fail? No, that's not the question. The real question is this: why am I trying to create a new life with an old mindset? Think about that. Why are you trying to create a new life with an old mindset? Because if you still think like the old you will keep choosing like the old you. And you will keep doing like the old you. So you will keep being the old you. The thing is, you can't outplan a mindset problem. You just can't. Do you know that there are 3 traps that sabotage people every year? Let's talk about those 3 traps that sabotage people every year. And usually it's around this time of the year, but it happens throughout the year. Make no mistake about it. If you can identify yourself in any of these, you are going to get exactly what I'm talking about right now. And you will understand exactly what needs to change. Here we go. Trap number 1. This is huge, you guys. You miss one workout and you say, I'm done. You eat one healthy meal like chocolate for dinner. I don't know. And you say, well, I messed up. You skip one day of reading or working on a project and you say to yourself, I'm just not consistent. No, baby. Here's the thing. You're human. Yeah, you're human. I'm human. We all are human. All or nothing thinking makes you treat one mistake like a complete failure. It's just one mistake. But consistency is not perfection. Stop trying to be perfect. Consistency is returning. Missing one day is normal, completely normal. And sometimes even missing 2. It's okay. It's okay. Quitting is the problem. Quitting is the problem. When you change your mindset to quitting is unacceptable, you will avoid this trap. I guarantee you. Trap number 2, outcomes only goals. People set goals. Goals like, I'm going to lose weight. Or they may even be more specific and they say, I'm going to lose 25 pounds. Or I'm going to make $10,000 this month. Or here's another one. I'm going to get 100,000 subscribers. Don't get me wrong. Goals are fine. They are fine. But if your only plan is the outcome, then it's going to fail. If your only plan is the outcome, the 20 pounds, right? $10,000 or 100,000 subscribers, you're going to fail because outcomes are influenced by things you cannot always control. But systems, daily habits, weekly rhythms, environments, those are controllable. And if you only chase an outcome, you're going to burn yourself out. And if you build the system, then you'll grow, period. Trap number 3, identity mismatch. This is the biggest of them all. You are trying to do New Year actions with old you identity. That's right. I said it. You heard me say it. I said it. You are trying to do New Year's actions with old you identity. You're saying, I want to be consistent. You're saying, I want to do this right. But deep down, you still believe I am not disciplined. I can't get this. You're saying, I want to be healthy. But your identity is still, I'm someone who always fall off. You're saying, I want financial stability. But your identity still says, money never stays with me. And if your identity stays the same, your behavior will eventually match it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Every single time. I'm telling you. So those are 3 traps. 3 traps that I want you to pay close attention to. Again, 1, all or nothing thinking, right? Trap 2, outcome only goal. And trap 3, identity mismatch. Pay attention. Now, you know if any of this is speaking to you, you know exactly what I'm saying, and you understand clearly about the topic. Let me tell you about the mindset shift that changes everything. Are you ready for this? Okay, stop asking, what do I want to achieve? And start asking, who do I need to become? Who do I need to become? Because goals are about results, but transformation, that's all about identity. All about identity. So let me give you a simple framework you can immediately use. It can be done in only 5 steps. Are you ready for these 5 steps? Okay, step number 1, choose an identity, not just the goal. And you're probably saying, what? An identity? Like I'm putting on, right, an identity and taking it off? No. Instead of saying, I want to work out, choose to say to yourself, I am a person, your identity, I'm a person who honors my body. So working out will become easier for you. Instead of saying, I want to pray more, choose to say, I am a person who seeks God daily, who communicate with God daily. And instead of saying, I want to be organized, choose to say, I am a person who creates order and peace in my space. See, you're not trying to do a habit. You're trying to become. Step number 2, make it small enough to win. You have to. Most people fail because their plans are too big for their real life, for their reality. So start small. There's nothing wrong with that. If your goal is fitness, instead of trying to work out for a whole 30 minutes or a whole hour, start with a 10-minute workout, just 10 minutes. If your goal is reading more books, instead of trying to read the entire book, start with just 5 pages. Keep it small. If your goal is saving, start with $5 a week. Small wins build self-trust. When we go after the big wins, ginormous wins, those are the ones that we will most likely see the failure in. So start small. Small wins, again, builds self-trust. Self-trust builds consistency. Consistency builds results. You get that? Step number 3, build a system, not a wish. A system answers, when will I do it? Where will I do it? What will trigger it? What will I do when life gets chaotic? See, this is what a system will do. For example, I will work out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. in my living room right after I brush my teeth. Isn't that clear and concise? And that's a system. That's a system. A wish says, I'm going to work out more. A system says, this is when, this is where, and this is how. That's what step 3 is all about, right? Step 3 is all about build a system and not a wish. Step 4, prepare for resistance, not just success. We try to prepare for success, but when resistance comes, we don't know how to handle it. Prepare for resistance, not just success. This is where people get real, because you will have days when you're going to be tired, days when you're going to be busy, days when exhaustion is going to wipe you out. You will have days where you're emotional and you just don't want to play with anybody anymore. You just want to be in your own space. So decide in advance, what will you do on a hard day when your day's not going for you? What will you do? What will you do? For example, if I can't do my full workout, I will walk 10 minutes. If you can't do your full morning devotional routine, then just decide to pray for 2 minutes. If you can't cook, then you will choose the healthiest option available, especially when it comes to you eating a healthy dinner, but you don't have time to cook. Not that you can't cook, but if you don't have the time to cook, find a healthy option. Are you listening? See, your plan must include the version of you that struggles. That's the version that needs to be a part of the plan. Not the easy peasy, I can get this done. The part of you that struggles must be a part of your plan. Not just the version of you that feels inspired or motivated. That's not going to serve you and it's not going to work. Step number 5, track consistency, not perfection. I meet so many people who are trying to be perfect and they can't handle it when they fail. So here's a practical shift. Instead of asking, did I do it perfectly? Ask, did I return? Track your returns. So what do I mean by return? Something's going to happen. Life's going to happen. And you're going to have to stop. But did you go back to it? Did you return to it so that you can complete it or get back on track? Did you? That's what you want to track. Not the fact that you stopped, but track your returns. It's just like falling and getting back up, because every return is proof that you are becoming. That's it. Allow me to bring this home for you guys. You are not here to live your life performing for people, unless you're an actress or an actor, but even they are not here to live their lives performing for people. You're not here to live your life chasing someone else's goal or someone else's dream or trying to be someone that you're not because someone wants you to and say, no, this is the best spot for you, or you should do this, or you should be that. No, some of your resolutions fail because they were never yours. They weren't yours. They were someone else's. You set goals based on pressure, based on what someone said to you, what your parents are saying, what your spouse is saying, what your friends are saying. You base it on comparison, on what looks impressive. That's what you base it on. You base it on what you are feeling or what you are thinking. But real success is alignment. Alignment with your value. Alignment with your belief. Alignment with your purpose. Alignment with your season. The season and the space that you're in right now. Alignment with the person God is calling you to become. Who He wants you to be. Why He created you. So that you can be that person. And I want to remind you, there is no one, absolutely no one, better at being you than you. They don't exist. Only you exist. So stop trying to become a copy or a carbon copy or a copy of someone else's version of success. Don't do that. Your growth must fit your life. It must. Your goals must fit your calling. They must. And your systems, they must fit your reality. They must fit your reality because you are you unapologetically. So now I gave you some steps, but I want to also give you some action steps for you to take today, like right now. Like right at this moment. So get present to this moment because this is simple but powerful. I want you to write down one resolution or goal that you struggle to maintain. Go ahead, write it down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to rewrite it as an identity statement. So you will say, I am a person who. So if you are a person, if your goal was, like I mentioned earlier, to lose 10, 20, even 50 pounds. Instead of saying, my goal, I'm going to lose 50 pounds or I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Rewrite your statement, your identity statement, saying, I am a person who cares about my health, who cares about my body. So I'm going to choose to do healthier things. And this will include working out, watching what I eat. I am a person who cares about my welfare, about my weight, about my health. But choose the smallest daily action you can commit to for the next 7 days. Don't make it big. Don't make it for the next 30 days. Don't say, I'm going to do this all year long. No, just 7 days. Just 7 days. And if 7 days are too long, do it for 3 days. Do it for 3 days. Because at the end of those days, you don't ask, did I become perfect? No, you ask, did I show up and return? Because something within those days is going to happen, cause you to stop, pause, take a breather, but then you have to return. So be sure to return. Let's summarize. Resolutions fail when they are built on an emotion and not alignment. All or nothing thinking kills consistency. Returning is the win. Outcomes matter, but systems sustain. Outcomes matter, but systems is sustaining. Like, that's what sustains you. Identity drives behavior. Become the person, then do the habit or habits. Real success is small wins, repeated, especially on hard days. Those hard days they can get you, I'm telling you. So if this episode spoke to you just a teeny weensy bit, I want you to do two things. First, drop a comment and tell me what is that one identity statement you're choosing this year, because I want to know, because we all know how easy it is for us to lie to ourselves, say we're going to do something and don't. Like, that is the easiest thing that we do. And then we get mad when people lie to us. And we're so good at lying to ourselves. Here is a great identity statement. I am a person who keeps promises to myself. Even when I don't share the promise to anyone else, I keep promises to myself. Here's another one. I am a person who moves with discipline and peace. So the second thing I want you to do is I want you to share this episode with one person, and preferably someone who starts strong but struggles to follow through, because this message can shift someone's entire year. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode, because we have something juicy for you this year. I definitely cannot miss out on this opportunity to thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just holding a space where I can come and share. Thank you. Remember, you don't need a perfect year. You need a consistent return, period. You don't need a new personality. You need a new pattern, a new way of thinking. You need a mindset shift. That's it. Simple, but powerful. Well, that's it for now. I truly, truly appreciate you. And until next time, I want you to keep showing up. I want you to keep growing. And most of all, I want you to keep being you unapologetically, because you are you. And no one is better at being you than you. Ciao, ciao for now.